live from the Earl Krebs Gymnasium on the campus of Placer High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 14 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the 69th annual Kendall Arnett basketball tournament. Tonight, the championship game of California's oldest basketball tournament. Your Colfax Falcons take on the San Juan Spartans. It's the final game of the 69th annual Kendall Arnett, and all the action's coming up right here, right now. It's your NorCal game of the week. Well, there'll be fireworks tonight on the floor of the Earl Crab as Colfax Falcons and the San Juan Spartans battle it out to see who will be this year's champion of the Kendall Arnett basketball tournament. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our wide world audience, and Happy New Year to you from Touchdown Productions. This is Paul Brown, and joining me tonight, traveling all the way from San Diego, is Rick Ellwood. Our producer, director, outside in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course the rest of our Touchdown Productions sports team is ready for tonight's telecast, the best one of this year and the last one of this year.
Thanks, Paul, and a Happy New Year to you, Marty, Jimmy, and all of our Foothill sports fans. This matchup should go down in history as one of the most exciting games ever. This game should have everything you look for in high school basketball: three-pointers, block shots, fast breaks, and most of all, great hustle by young high school teams as both of these teams try to make their Kendall dreams come true.
You know, both teams had to endure very tough games to get to this point in the tournament, and what a great way for them to end 2010, but with a shot as a champion of the Kendall Arnett, especially for the Colfax Falcons, who after years of domination in league play and section play have not been able to win this tournament. And everybody wants to win the Kendall Arnett.
And Paul, many people feel that this year will be the year the Falcons break the Kendall curse, but Coach Michael Connell has said they're taking it one game at a time, and now the play has time for them to play the final game of the tournament, and they're poised and ready to play a pretty good San Juan Spartan team.
That's so true, and they'll have to bring their A game tonight. We saw them bring their A game throughout this tournament. The Spartans are a load, and they will not go easily tonight. You can be sure of that. It should be a very, very close ball game. And when we come back, we'll break down that whole tournament for you. We'll tell you how they got here and made it to this championship game. So we'll pause to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage on the 69th annual Kendall Arnett basketball tournament on your Touchdown Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double, from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel, and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint, we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown-proud IGA market.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the first alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
So, Rick, let's talk briefly here about how both of these teams got to this final championship game.
Here's the path that San Juan took. They first of all started off beating Bear River, one of our local teams, 76-55. And then they beat the Miraloma team 68-63 last night in overtime, which was a tremendous victory by San Juan. Colfax started out and they beat they started out beating Nevada Union 60-50, beat them pretty handily, and then they took on a Del Campo team and barely squeaked by them last night, 59-56. So that brings you to tonight's game, San Juan versus Colfax.
And as we discussed earlier, Rick, the Colfax Falcons have only been in this final championship game at the Kendall 3 times. And I believe our good director, Gil Dominguez, what years were they?
Well, Colfax has been in this tournament 3 times and failed to win so far. In 1975 and 1986, they played Del Oro, lost both times to them. Most recently, it was 1994. They lost 66-55 to a pretty stout Oakmount team.
So you can see getting to this finals here at the Kendall is a significant act, and Colfax is glad to be here. They're going to try and get the monkey off their back. So we'll be right back here, and we'll get some basketball started. This is your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cabros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories.
We're back here at the Kendall Arnett, introducing the players on the floor. Championship basketball, as we see Placer Hillman being introduced, Austin Oberg, and of course Chase Mosier. We'll see a lot of him, prolific scorer for the Falcons. Austin Brown, what great ball handler, and of course number 32, Ben Buell. Rounding out the final lineup, Robert O'Connell.
And now the starters for the San Juan Spartans. With number 10.
Here's the Spartans.
Gallego.
Number 10, Lincoln Gallego. We'll see him. Excellent ball handler, slasher, driver.
Wearing number 13, Kevin.
That's Pachila.
Number 22.
And Kevin Daniels. Number 22, Polishako, their biggest scorer and underneath threat. And last, Maxim Gaduchik is a load under the basket. We'll see him at the low post, and he and Ben Buell are about ready to meet, and that will be a collision.
Are you ready to rock and roll out there?
Referees for tonight's game, Paul, are, here's the way they told us. We got one tall guy, one short guy. So the tall guy is Kevin McDowell, and the short guy is Dale Eckenberg calling the game tonight.
One's got hair, and no, neither one of them have hair. So
one has glasses, one doesn't. So the short one with no glasses, Dale Eckenberg. The tall one, Kevin McDowell.
And we're going to throw it up.
Going to be fun, Paul, to watch Lincoln Gallegos.
And the ball is up, and the championship game of the Kendall Arnett is underway. Spartans in red and white from San Juan. That's Gallegos. Both teams will go in a man-to-man, and losing the ball, first turnover of the game. That's Gaduchik losing the ball out of bounds, trying for the baseline move.
You can see San Juan wants to move the ball, kind of get posted up and move it around, get somebody open.
Quickly trying to go inside to Buell and not getting to the post. First turnover of the game. Falcons playing a tough, tenacious man defense. And that'll force the first turnover of the Spartans, so we'll move the other direction. Mosier inbounding the ball. Mosier getting 27 points against Del Oro. One of the best basketball games I've ever announced with Marty, and you can see that one on Touchdown Productions. Colfax now with the weave out front. Being very patient, and the shot up, no good off the rim. Buell finding underneath and finally fouled.
Well, it looks like Gaduchik here trying to drive to the baseline and just doesn't get the ball turned over and slaps it out of bounds and turns it over to Colfax.
First point of the game is a free throw, and that's by Ben Buell.
For Ben Buell.
Good rebound and an offensive rebound resulting in the first field goal. That's number 50, Robert O'Connell.
Looks like Colfax might have a little advantage on rebound, and they're dominating so far, Paul.
Both teams a little dry-mouthed here. They're going to try for their, here's a drive. Could have been a walk, isn't. And it looks like it's going to be, it will be off the Spartans. It will be Colfax ball. We saw this feeling out period against San Juan. It took Colfax the majority of the first quarter to really get themselves going and get their sea legs under them. There's a good clean open shot. Once again, no good, and it's off the scoreboard, so it will go the other way. Spartans ball.
Spartan basketball.
Legos bringing up. Nothing happening underneath. Finally finding a little room, but nothing happening. That's Maxim Gaduchik. First shot of the game for Mosier's no good.
San Juan basketball.
It's like both teams having trouble just kind of finding, like you said, their rhythm.
It's a big game, Rick. Both of them know what's at stake here. It's also their third game in 3 days. Good move under the basket. Turn move. Buell trying to get the ball. He does. Pushing it up the court, it's Oberg. Oberg from underneath, nothing.
Good hustle by Austin Brown to get that loose ball.
And that will go the other direction. Offensive. Oberg trying to do a little too much. But also, credit the Spartans defense, Rick. That's a very tenacious. They're in the face defense.
They're just playing a little bit of a sagging zone, letting Colfax come to them. They got some big bodies underneath, just daring Colfax to come at them.
Legos now trying the right side again. This is Pachula, and he's off the rim. Got Ducek with the ball in the corner going nowhere. Pachula tries it from underneath the basket, and he is pushed. They're going to give him a couple. He was bailed out on that shot. He had nothing under the basket, Rick, and with the reach around, got a slap on the wrist, so he'll get a couple.
Poljako's trying to get into all kinds of positions and get open. You can see he's their key player and key scorer, Paul.
He works very well without the ball too, Rick, so he knows what to do to get open. Here's a replay, watch. We'll come back to that. Second free throw is up and off the front rim. Buell rallies it up, and Colfax will bring the ball down the court. Low-scoring game, 3-1, 4 minutes, 27 seconds, first quarter. Long shot, Mosier, off the back rim, nothing. And Gallegos will bring the ball up. The ball handler of Gallegos, very, very deceptive, and he will make that little short jump shot right there. That one's off the back rim. Mosier pushing the ball. Oberg in the corner. Oberg with the jump shot off the front. And again, Colfax Falcons, cold as ice.
Spark basketball. In for San Juan, number 11, Alonso Rainey.
I think both teams trying to find what they want to do, kind of feel each other out, what kind of defense is being run.
Rainey in the ball game now, number 11. Keep an eye on him. Excellent long-range shooter for the Spartans. Spartans with the weave out front. Pachuki gives it up, and Oberg. Great defensive play.
Excellent hustle by Kevin Daniels to get down and at least force a foul. No, they're calling it out of bounds, but excellent hustle. Looked like a breakaway. Certain basket. Kevin Daniels stopped it.
Daniels, after getting the ball, stepped out of bounds, offsetting a brilliant defensive play. Mosier will inbound. To Brown. Mosier inside. This is where he's tough. Missing that shot.
Going over two pretty big guys. I don't think Mosier's getting a good look at the basket.
There's Rainey from downtown, and Rainey rains one down. Big high arcer. And for the first time, the Spartans have the lead.
Nice little touch, left-hander, smooth shot.
That's why they brought him in, looking for some points. Oberg's gonna, there's back right at him. Oberg with the three-ball facial.
So Colfax comes right back with a little weave, top of the key, and Oberg just hits a nice soft touch shot.
Now coming out to the front, that's Ducek. He wants to drive, not going to get there. Ball bouncing around. Brown with it, leading the break. Oberg will score.
Nice fast break. Good ball movement by Colfax, getting the ball to the open man. Good job by Austin driving to the hoop.
Another long range ball from Rainey, and he's down. Okay, it's going to start getting hot in here now. Both teams are getting their sea legs.
Oh, that's a nice shot, nice touch. Pete Maravich used to say fingertip, backspin, follow through, and that's exactly what Rainey's doing.
Well, here is the equivalent of Havlicek, and that's Chase Mosier. In fact, he looks a little like John Havlicek.
In the green uni, that does a little Boston matchup, so good call, Paul.
Doesn't it, though? Back again, quick shot by Gallegos, no good. Oberg pushing it. And Oberg cutting to the basket, will be fouled. No, they're going to call it offensive. And boy, that's not popular here. And when a non-popular call happens here in the Earl Crib, believe me, you know it.
It's a tight-knit group there from Colfax. Didn't like that. It looked like Polizako really hammered him in the body and really fouled him, but the referee was right there.
And that's 2 fouls now on Oberg. They're going to have to sit him down. We saw Oberg get into foul trouble early against Del Oro. Live action back again. There's Rainey. Rainey with the hot hand, looks for it under the basket. Not happening. It will go to Colfax. Minute 30 left here, first period. Colfax Falcons battling with the San Juan Spartans championship game. 10-7. Colfax looking for something inside, finding nothing. Being very patient, finally getting a reasonable shot. Mosier with the rebound, put back, not happening. And now the foul is called underneath on Ben Buell. It will be a side out. 3 fouls now on the Spartans. In high school basketball, 7 fouls goes to a one-on-one. Here is a replay on that, and you can watch Mosier. Now Mosier almost never misses that shot. I'll tell you, I've seen him shoot that shot 30 times, and I'll bet he's made 28 of them. He's just not on tonight. I don't think that's going to last long, though. Colfax now stopping the Spartans offensively, and will have the ball, bringing it up the court. 43 seconds left.
Yeah, they're tying up Polizako. He's frustrated. Good.
There's Mosier. So when a good player can't hit his outside shots, Rick, he moves without the ball, finds some room underneath, and looks for a pass and does just that.
Shows you his athletic ability. He just softly receives it and puts it up.
Long shot, three-pointer, good. That's the first one, Kevin Daniels. So the Spartans living and dying with the three-pointers with Rainey and Daniels now. They'll rely on that.
Last shot probably here, huh?
Home team, Mosier's going to take it himself. Again, not going. And Mosier is frustrated as he walks back to the bench talking to himself. Normally those drives go in for him. That's a big part of his game. But Rick, this is exactly what we thought we were going to see.
I don't know if our fans can see this at home. I mean, it's 12-10 right now after the end of the first quarter. Colfax over San Juan, but the floor is only 86 feet. A standard basketball court is 94 feet. So the transition and the fast break just happens so much quicker. And I'm not sure the fans can see that at home, but it does look like the size of the stadium's smaller, or the arena here, and so I think that causes some confusions with some of the players. I think Polizako is not feeling comfortable and that he's getting in a position and getting open, and that frustration shows with rush shots. And credit the defense of Colfax for shutting him down in the first quarter.
You know, I should have worn a jacket tonight, Rick. He overdresses. He shows up here and he overdresses.
My wife dresses me, so I just come.
This is his wife right over here.
I just do what I'm told. You know, my wife. I said I wear the pants in the family. She just tells me which ones to put on.
Well, we're going to inbound the ball. Everybody's wearing pants on the floor now. I guarantee it. And Colfax down by 2. Quick shot from the top of the key, looking for their first 3 of the night, nothing. And Gaduchik rallies up the ball. Both teams staying with their starters. Very little in the way of substitution so far tonight for either team. We saw Rainey come in for a spell and get a couple. Spartans working it out in front. Good man defense. And that will be a turnover. 5-second rule. And you got to love it if you're a coach. The 5-second rule means you're playing good D.
Tenacious. They're moving to the ball, and I think they're resting Polizako, but they're going to have to get him back in. He's their 6'5", 230-pound senior, and he's their leading scorer. They can't leave him on the bench here in this championship game, Paul.
Buell in the corner, nothing there. They're going to move it to Mosier. Sometimes they'll clear for Mosier, let him drive. That's very... And now we'll have a 3-second violation on Buell. He must have had his big toe in there. He was standing outside. I don't see that.
Referees are calling it close. They're seeing some small things that sometimes get let go in games like this.
Back out in front. Gaduchik, he wants to drive. That big body coming down the lane's tough to deal with. Then he gets it. Two people on the floor. Gaduchik.
It's like he just willed that one in. He's a big boy, like you said, a big body, and he just took it to the basket and scored.
Like a bowling ball coming back at him. Buell out in front. 12-12 ball game. Colfax looking for something inside, not finding it. Mosier loses the ball as he's coming down the lane. Here's look, now watch him score, Rick.
Gaduchik just drives it in. Two guys go up. They actually foul him hard on the arm, but referee says let the ball drop.
And he's so strong, the continuation carries him to the basket and puts that ball in the hole.
But I think if you're a San Juan Spartan fan, you're not going to be happy with seeing that kind of play. That's not how you're going to win the basketball game tonight. You've got to get John Polijanko, the senior, in and get him. What did he score last night? He told me 22 points, and he's their premier player for San Juan. But again, hand it to Colfax. Tenacious zone defense, trapping the ball.
Well, this is very typical of a championship game, Rick. You usually see a little bit of nerves, and so we're seeing a 12-12 game here halfway through the second quarter. I would say that's light, about 8 points. Normally you'd see in the 20s by now. But Chase Mosier is not dropping his shots. Those shots that normally go down are just not right now, and Colfax got to see him show up if they're going to win this game. Out in front now, Mosier with the ball. Colfax going into their standard offense, and it will go off the foot.
Good defense
of Elliott Forsman. Elliott having trouble holding on the ball back the other direction. Now the Spartans will set up their offense. Looking inside, battle of the small.
Boy, Robert O'Connell just did a great job. Didn't let his body get shoved around there on defense for Colfax and shut down San Juan.
Forsman brings it back around the top. Forsman to the top of the key will take the shot. In and out. That ball went all the way down and all the way back out again. Lagos. The side court, that's Daniels. Daniels back out front. And that's what they were looking for. Mosier will want to take it coast to coast. And everybody in the stadium is wondering where the heck the foul is. And that would include yours truly. And thank God they're not passing out plastic bottles or they'd be on the floor, I'm afraid.
Well, you got a 6'3" Chase Mosier going against a 5'5" Lincoln Gallegos.
Here's a replay. Let's watch
Gallegos
this.
does. He cuts him off at the hoop and does a nice job. I think it's good defense.
Back to live action. Having a little trouble with our replay. This Polijanko underneath the basket. We've seen that a lot, and they haven't been able to execute that. Buell shutting it down beautifully.
What happens, what Colfax is doing when Polijanko breaks to the hoop, they get a guy coming back from the backside, shutting him down, so it's 2-on-1.
There's a quick spin move, and going to the line will be Robert O'Connell. O'Connell with the drop step, moving to his right on the basket, found himself by himself. A foul was the most prudent thing to do at the time. He'll look for two.
One more shot coming for Robert O'Connell.
A little bit too much intensity into that free throw.
Olberg will come back into the ball game. He will replace Elliott Forsman. The team definitely plays better when Olberg's on the floor. So no points out of that exchange. Spartans on offense. Brown looking for it and getting one. Good hustle by Brown, stealing the ball, half court, making 2 points out of nothing.
That's what we talked about in the open, the scrappy, tenacious play of these high school players, and a great job by Brown.
Spartans now, and defensively the Falcons have lit it up. There's Mosier. Mosier missing another one underneath. Staying with it, trying again, getting his own rebound. Not making it. And Mosier is noticeably shaken by the fact he's not making these, Rick.
He's frustrated. You can see it in his demeanor. He's a pretty smooth athlete. You said that earlier, and you can just watch him. He's got great footwork, but he is frustrated now.
Spartans on offense looking for something. Nothing inside. No players on the post. They're looking for a good outside shot. Rainey on the side court being covered by Oberg. Long shot, not the shot they were looking for, taken, and off the rebound by Colfax Buell. Oberg inside, looking inside. The quick shot and a WWF move, nothing. Legos up top, Rainey. There's Polizhaku underneath, and it's off his leg. Using almost all the clock, Rick.
You can see the frustration in his face. Good pass down low. Rainey got it to him down in the low post, and Polizhaku just couldn't handle the ball. He's frustrated. I hand that all to Colfax, so Paul. Great defense.
Colfax now on offense, looking inside to the corner. Quick move underneath, nothing happening, and knocked back out by Mosier. It will be Spartans' ball. In the game now, number 30, that's Tommy Baldini. I'm sorry, that's Baldoni, and I should know that by now. We called his name so often in that game against Del Oro. Baldoni came in and was a impact player. Let's see if he has the same impact here.
I'm surprised he's got legs under him. He had 1,650 yards and 18 touchdowns in his running this year for Colfax out on the football field. I'm surprised he can come out here in a basketball court.
How many yards?
1,650 on 249 carries and 18
you
touchdowns.
And you know that. How do you know that?
It's sick. Some guys just, I can't remember. My wife will tell me I can't remember to take the trash out every Tuesday, but I can remember stuff like that. So.
That's because trash goes out on Thursdays.
Who knows?
Here's the replay. We're being told to stop this. Okay.
Here's Baldoni here driving. Good. He stops, waits, but Gallegos stops him early, and looked like on a soft rim it might go. Excellent underneath the defense.
Slapped out by Mosier. So we'll go back to the Spartans. Let's back to live play now.
You can see, look at the arms on Baldoni. He's a good-sized lad.
He plays tall, Rick. He plays very tall, and he's very strong underneath. And he, like I said, was an impact player in that game against Del Oro. Marty and I considered him for player of the game, which we will talk about as this game progresses. Inside now, inbounding the ball. As usual, Lincoln Gallegos handling the ball.
Gallegos only a sophomore, and they're pushing him around, pretty physical.
Skajuchik finding no place to go. And it will now, that's a turnover by the Spartans.
You can just see Polizhaku's not where he's supposed to be. Rainey thinks he's going to the low post, throws it right there, which would have been a perfect pass, but Polizhaku's either caught up by the defense or just slow moving to the ball.
Colfax moving the ball around. Spartans have gone to a zone, and there'll be a travel. Let's watch Gallegos here throwing it away. Now watch.
Actually,
this is Rainey
down here. Boom. See, he's going to think that Polizhaku, he's backing up, looking for a little positioning. He thought he's breaking to the ball.
Back to live action. First rebound.
Pachulia, a soft shot, but didn't go.
There's what we've been waiting for. Chase Mosier smoothly goes to the rim and off the glass.
You can see his athletic ability, Paul. You can see it's going to come. He just needs to keep working and remain patient.
Spartans out front. That's the smallest man on the court. Gallegos getting a shot underneath. And trying to make a shot from his knees. Gajduchik. Finally, it goes back over to the Falcons. Gajduchik, doing his Billy Barty imitation from his knees down there, trying to make a shot from the floor. And I remember last game he got a rebound from down there. I guess he kind of is comfortable down there. Anyway,
I thought that was traveling when you went to your knees and kept trying to shoot.
Oberg with the ball, and Colfax will set up their offense. That's a shot right there they'll take, and off the clock. That was Brandon Kareem. First that I can recall seeing Brandon here in this. He is a senior. First Kendall appearances as far as I can see. Spartans looking for someplace to go. Almost a walk. Jocko back over to Gajduchik, and there'll be a travel. So the defense is carrying Colfax, Rick.
And a lot of frustration, too, on the San Juan Spartan side. We know the hardwood's short, 86 feet. Is the basket, the rim smaller? I mean, just something's going on different.
Good point. I don't think so. That I'm sure they measured. As we see Mosier missing another shot from underneath.
The ball's just not, well, here's they call traveling on Rainey, and had the ball right on his hip. He was trying to make a case for himself going back to the referee, said, how can you call traveling? I didn't have the ball. But he lost that.
Colfax, 18 seconds left, will go for their last shot. Down 12-16. 8 seconds. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Oberg for the three, and he makes it! Oberg makes the score 19-12. Colfax will go into the locker room, 7 points up on that Austin Oberg three-point shot. Nicely done right before half. Mike O'Connell's got to be pleased with that. There's your line score. And Rick, without that last three-point shot, look at what the second quarter would have brought. Amazing.
Almost a shutout by San Juan was almost shut out. I mean, we went 4 or 5 minutes in the second quarter and neither team scored. Nice setup there, the last shot by Oberg, and as Jackie Gleason would say, how sweet it is.
So you're watching coverage of the 69th Annual Kendall Arnett Basketball Tournament. This is Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown-proud IGA market.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the first alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And we're back here at the Kendall Arnett. It's halftime. Colfax Falcons leading the San Juan Spartans 19-12. And I want to remind you that tonight, Touchdown Productions will announce the player of the game. Rick and I will choose the most deserving, in our estimation, Colfax player. And that is created by Stookie Engravers. That will be coming up immediately after this game. So Rick will keep an eye open for that. There's our shot of our fans here. Great basketball game so far tonight. This is Touchdown Productions, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cabros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And be sure to tune in every single week on NCTV, Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. And, of course, around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Just click on live streaming or on demand. We're Touchdown Productions, making memories since 1997. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Gilbert, and we're back here at the Kendall. There's our line score again. So, Rick, give me your prognostications about what's happening with this ball game tonight. Why are the Colfax Falcons leading by 7?
Well, both of these teams average almost 60 points a game, and right now we're at a 19-12 halftime with Colfax leading San Juan. I think what's going on in the court right now tells it all. Is San Juan still in the locker room trying to figure out what they're going to do coming out in the second half. But Coach Michael Connell of the Colfax team says, hey, it's all about, we know our game plan, but we're just not shooting. So he brought his team out after a short pep talk and said, let's warm up, let's shoot. And you look on the floor right now, and Colfax is working on their shot.
You know, I think significantly is that Colfax is doing the job on the defense. They are shutting down this Spartan team that typically will score 27 to 30 points in the first half. So they're doing it on defense for sure.
Well, pretty good game plan. John Polizhanko, the leading scorer for the San Juan Spartans, that only had 1 point in the first half, took a bunch of shots, is pretty frustrated. The only offense for San Juan came when they brought in little lefty Rainey, and Alonzo Rainey hit 2 quick 3-pointers. But since then, you're right, the defense of Colfax is shut out San Juan.
It looks like San Juan is still trying to find their place. They're trying to find something that is going to work for them. They're accustomed to going to Polozhaki like you talked about, but that just isn't there in the low post. They're going to come out. I'm going to guess that they're going to go to their outside game. I think they're going to set screens for themselves and try to find more 3 balls. But, that's yet to be seen.
Well, from the Colfax point of view, as you look at San Juan, when they've got their 2 point guards in there, Alonzo Rainey and Gallegos, you got 2 short guys. And so it's tough for the San Juan team to get somebody open down low. And they're doing a good job on defense. Colfax is shutting down
this shot here is this Pete LaFord. And I think and Kerry Caesar there. They're doing the game on K-High radio. And Pete and Kerry both work with us here at Touchdown from time to time. So Colfax is going to sit down. 1:46 left before the half. This is Paul Brown along with my good friend Rick Ellwood. And I'm not accustomed to doing the play-by-play. Normally Marty Mortensen will be sitting here. But we're proud to bring you this game, the championship game of the Kendall Arnett, the 69th annual Kendall Arnett. And this game is cracking up to be everything we thought it would be, Rick. It's a low-scoring game, 19-12 here, and I'm expecting fireworks here the second half.
Should be fun to watch what San Juan does coming out of the locker room. And the next 16 minutes, both teams fighting for their first Kendall Arnett championship. A lot on the line, Paul.
And like we talked about in the pregame, Rick, this is the first time that Colfax has really been on the bubble here. They want to get the monkey off their back. They won a Kendall championship. Hoist that trophy, display it in their display case in their lobby, and we'll find out now if that happens. Inbounding for the second half. The Spartans will come out. Polozhako in the corner. Come out front. That's Gallegos holding the ball. Gallegos being dared to shoot the 3 and not taking it. Setting up the weave. Polozhako looking for something in the middle, nothing there. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to put something up quick. And it looks like Duchik.
Nothing but air there. So coming out of the locker room, looked like their thing was ball movement and nobody got open.
And they still look something of a confused team here. Nothing offensively happening. Buell in the middle. Mosier, he loves that shot. It's blocked. No, it's on his arm. Mosier will go to the line. And sending Mosier to the line, you're almost guaranteed 1 and many times 2. Excellent free throw shooter.
So second foul on Polozhako.
And Mosier's rims one down.
Chase had 6 points in the first half. He's got a nice touch. Really a sweet shooting basketball player.
Looks like Hondo Havlicek. That one's down the nothing but nylon. So up by 9 now. Colfax extending their lead early in the second half. There's the long ball we've been waiting for off the front rim. Not happening. It's going to come back to the Spartans.
I just think that shows a little bit of panic coming out in the second half where Gallegos just makes that shot. It's a low percentage shot.
Ball being tipped away. The chase down the floor. It looks like it's going to go to Colfax. It does.
All done by the defense and hustle of Chase Mosier. But his legs look tired.
And quickly, we're going to see a timeout. Eric Wolberg, the Spartans, doesn't like what he sees. He's going to pull his team back in, and he's going to talk it over. This game could get away from him quickly. 12, 15 points, Rick, I'm thinking, and it'll be tough for the Spartans to bring it back. They don't seem to have the firepower tonight.
Well, a minute and 10 gone off the third quarter clock, and there's only been 2 points scored.
Here's a replay of something here.
Here's Mosier chasing the ball down. Watch him just keep hustling, fighting for it. Gallegos tries to make one quick swap at it. Thought he had control of the ball, but Mosier did just a great job pushing pressure. Gallegos kicks it out of bounds, so it's inbound now to Colfax.
Inbounding the ball. That'll be Austin Brown. Setting up a play. Olberg to take the ball in the side court. Mosier. And now Brown off his foot. It will be backcourt. Got to take care of that basketball, Rick. Got to take care of the basketball if you're going to win games.
Got to know where your feet are when you're dribbling the basketball, too. Ooh.
That's in this league and any league, NBA included.
Gaduchek trying to get a break to the hoop, but being leaned on very heavily by number 50, Robert O'Connell.
Inbounding. Spartans looking, running their play underneath. That's Polajako with the left-handed hook, not there. Rattling up the ball, offensive rebound and putback. That's Gaduchek. And once again, the big man on the side is going to score the points. Three-pointer no good by Oberg.
Good rebound by Kevin Daniels. Good position, blocked out, right where he's supposed to be.
Rainey, a long ball, and Rainey continues to bring the rain. You can hear the breath coming out of the fans in the crowd as they see Rainey just dumping one from the NBA shot line all the way down. And it looked like a good block, but Colfax got bailed out. That's number 13 for Colfax, Austin Brown. He'll go to the line. Did you see a foul there, Rick?
Well, I think he got him with the body after he hit the ball. I think that's what they called. So let's see if we can see it on the replay. So nice drive by Austin Brown. It looked like a good block by Daniels, and then
maybe from the back.
Maybe from the backside. It looked like number 12, Pachulia, got him.
Brown got one of two. So 17-22. Colfax leads. Rainey with the ball. We're going to let Rainey set it up. And you can see where they're going. If Rainey can pull this defense outward, make them guard him on the three-point line, it's going to open up Gaduchek inside. And Rainey goes to the hole. There's an impact player coming off the bench.
Boy, he's got a quick one-step, boom, goes to the basket. A lot of the Colfax fans wanted to have him traveling.
Alonzo Rainey. So watch him bounce it over his head. Gives two quick steps, and one of the smaller players on the court makes it to the basket and finishes.
So Polajako just got his third foul. That could come in and cause some problems for San Juan. He's not scoring and he's fouling.
There's Oberg feeding the best player on the court. That's Chase Mosier finishing at the basket.
Just like they draw it up on the chalkboard in the locker room. Mosier just moving without the ball. Great pass as he comes off the cut.
And underneath, finally getting it into the low post. That's Kevin Daniels. And Daniels did nothing but just out-jump Oberg. So now it's time for Mike O'Connell for Colfax to take a timeout. Doesn't like what he sees. Colfax, they were up by as much as 9 points. And now the lead has been cut to 3.
A great equalizer, the three-pointer. But let's look at a replay here. Good hustle by Daniels underneath. Waits, takes it up, and just drops it in, uses the glass.
You know, you darn near have to give him 2 points. If you can get that position and get the ball into a man in that position, you're almost guaranteed 2 points or at least a foul.
At least a foul, right. Boy, I tell you, Coach Wollenberg for San Juan is going at his guys. They're just not doing what he's drawn up, and then we see a good shot at Mike O'Connell. He's frustrated too, Paul, because he knew he had a 9-point lead, and then all of a sudden, boom, now he's down to a 3-point lead, 24-21, Colfax over San Juan.
Well, Mike O'Connell leaves his starters on the floor. Now we've got a full court press for the first time tonight. They're going to slack off here as Brown brings the ball up. Finds O'Connell looking for a corner, going to the front. Buell trying for the basket, nothing there. Olberg to Brown, and now Brown throws the ball out of bounds. That phantom player in the corner who he thought was there wasn't, and Brown just simply threw the ball out of bounds.
Little switch by San Juan. They put Alonzo Rainey on the much taller Chase Mosier, and he played tenacious defense on him. Pretty good call by San Juan to make that switch on defense, Paul.
Gallegos, and now the long ball from the front key off the front rim. That's Pachulia with the ball, opting not to take the three ball this time. They want Pachulia to shoot it, and he's not biting on it. Gaduchek. Lots of time left on the shot clock. And Pachulia's now got himself in the corner. Oh, they get bailed out. Right underneath the basket. It was good pass. Gaduchek finding himself some room. Looks like he might have hurt his hand as well. He's shaking it off. 23-24. Mosier for three. Great hustle by number 50 O'Connell, but throws the ball back in, and it will be Spartans setting it up.
Mosier had a good look. It just didn't go for him.
And once again, Maxim Gaduchek, who is doing the majority of the scoring for the Spartans, they have now taken the lead. Crowd starting to get into it, trying to spur on. And with that said, Ben Buell bounces the ball off his foot out of bounds, turning the ball over. So Colfax looking to get something going.
Polajako's back in. They got to get him scoring too. San Juan does. They only got 1 point so far, Paul.
Good block underneath, and they're going to call a foul. Robert O'Connell coming up and swatting the ball away. And he is not happy about it. It looked like a good block from here, but you really can't say what's happening under the basket.
So does O'Connell get him? Looked like all ball right there. Looked like a pretty good call as Pachulia went up to the hoop. And referee has precedence over you and I, Paul.
This is actually a very good crew. They've called the game very well tonight so far, and he scores both his free throws. So 3-point lead now. The Spartans stretching it out on an ice-cold Colfax team.
Well, excellent hands by Alonzo Rainey. Even though he's 5 inches shorter than Chase, he's slapping the ball. He's quick. He's got good feet, and you can see what he does on offense when he gets that 3-point shot.
He's an impact player, and they've got him on Mosier. Now there's a switch. Olberg's got to watch out, or Rainey's going to steal it. Olberg rallies it back up. There's the shot they're looking for right there. Olberg decides not. And underneath, though, they give it to him? No. They're going to go the other direction. That's an offensive foul.
Boy, tough call. Good fight by Robert O'Connell, the 6'3" senior for Colfax. Fought for it, drove, nice soft touch, and it went, but they call charging.
A little desperation too, Rick. There wasn't much else going on. They were weaving the ball. They were unable to make any shots. They're not setting screens for themselves out in front. You're not seeing the players helping each other. There's a strip, and it looks like it's going to go Colfax's way. Rainey tries to go down the tube, not finding any room, and he's stripped out of bounds.
Trying to make too much happen there, Rainey did.
Jace Mosier will inbound the ball. Oberg will bring it up court. I'm surprised the Spartans have not pressed, although the way that, and that's an unforced error. The kind of error you just can't have in a championship game.
Well, but good defense by Lincoln Gallegos, this 5'5" sophomore, just tenacious on Austin Oberg, just made him dribble off his foot again.
Now on the floor for San Juan, number 30, Max.
They're going to mop a little water up off the floor.
That'll be tough, Paul. You're up by 9. Now you look at the clock with 1:34 left in the third, and you're down by 3.
.134 left in the third quarter. Spartans working out front. Gallegos, long shot, nothing happening.
That had a little Our Father on it, I think, didn't it?
And a quick shot underneath gets blocked away. Pachinko just waiting in the weeds and slaps that one away. There's Rainey. He wants to shoot. You know it. He does. And hits another one. And this game is all about Alonzo Rainey, who has come in and scored the points where none were being scored for the Spartans. Underneath, quickly the basket, the ball goes underneath to the post. And that was number 21, Luke Beninga, scoring for the Falcons. Same spot on the floor, this time the other side, slapped away.
Referees Kevin McDowell and Dale Eckenberger letting them play. It's getting physical.
They're going to call a foul now.
Well, it's 11, Chase Mosier. This is first.
On Chase Mosier, something's going on underneath. We got a little antics underneath. I think Chase is just playing in-your-face defense and got a little too close. There's Rainey with the ball. I'm not sure that Colfax has got anybody that can stay with him on a man-to-man. Now they're looking for a travel call down the hole. Slapped away, Colfax on the run, and it's a long shot just off the rim. So there's your third quarter.
Woo, that was exciting, Paul.
There it is, 7-18. Who do you think won that quarter?
Well, it looked like it came out. And for the first minute and 10 seconds, there were only 2 points scored. Colfax had them, and then a strong run by the San Juan Spartans, putting 18 on the board, taking the lead at 30-26 here at the end of the third. So here's that big block inside. They're letting them play physical. Daniels just tries to put it up, soft touch. Nice rebound by Gaduszek. Goes up, and O'Connell's right there, and in the back, Mosier just showing all that frustration. Chase just slaps him from the back and gets all ball. Nice defense.
They're going to have to check the air pressure on that ball now. They're going to compress that thing backwards like that. Mosier going to take the ball out. We got 8 minutes of basketball left. Colfax High School trying to win their first Kendall Arnett, down by 4 points. Mosier looking from the side to the middle. They're going to work Buell underneath. He's got to make that shot, and does. You can look for them to come back to Ben Buell again.
Excellent ball movement, good mismatch. He had Rainey underneath, who's about 7 inches shorter than him.
Long ball, here's the 3-line. Underneath to bring the rebound down. O'Connell with great position. Beninga underneath. Buell gets the shot off, and he'll get 2. Now this place sounds like we got a basketball game going.
The Colfax fans have come back to life again. They were a little concerned there for a minute, Paul.
You'll go to the line.
Here's the difference between the NBA and high school. In the NBA, they got a bunch of people coming up, cleaning up the excess sweat. High school, number 50, Robert O'Connell grabs the towel himself and does it. That's a servant's heart.
So now we're going to have a timeout. Both coaches, I think, are relieved to take it. I think it was actually taken by Michael O'Connell. 2 free throws coming up from Ben Buell.
We'd like you to stick around.
2-point ball game, 7:22 left in the fourth quarter.
First and second place trophies, as well as
Buell's going to go to the line. He's got 3 points for the game. He scored the last 2 on a nice soft touch underneath. Good pass, lob pass to him down low. And feels like to me, Paul, I don't know about you, but the intensity on the court has picked up by both San Juan and Colfax.
Well, they got nothing to leave in the locker room now.
As we look over at the coaches, I sense the frustration there. Coach Mike O'Connell got his hands on his hips and just trying to look out at his players. And then on the other side, Eric Wolburn for the San Juan Spartans trying to get a play.
Well, what we're seeing now in the last 2 possessions, they're finding Ben Buell for the first time. They're going to try and work it into him. And you know, it's got to be working on them that Poliziako's got 3 fouls now.
And 1 point. A guy that usually scores 20 points a game for San Juan.
First one's down.
He's got a nice shot too, nice soft touch.
Yeah, for a big man, very soft. And the second one's nothing but nylon. So, 30-30. Game's tied up. Spartans on the move, looking for room. Trying the right, and Mosier steals the ball. Dribbling with his left hand, it's holding back. Mosier wasn't expecting anybody behind him. Poliziako comes up behind him, does the restrip job.
Good hustle by Poliziako. He's not scoring, but it was great defense.
Coming all the way down. He's got Duchik, and Duchik is sent packing, and now it'll be Colfax ball on a jump ball they're calling.
4 hands on the ball. Possession arrow was for Colfax.
Olberg. And Rainey will be called for a foul trying to steal. The quick hands of Rainey. He's going to get called once in a while for the reach-in. That's the 5th foul now on the Spartans. Neither team in the penalty. In fact, neither team has been in the penalty all night. Looking underneath now at the post. There he is, Chase Mosier. And Mosier will kill you if you let him have the ball there on the post. Back up the floor, Spartans looking to steal. Rainey out front. You know what's on his mind, over a cross-court foul. In the corner. Once again, got Duchik, and he will be fouled going up. He was completely surrounded, but he is so strong, Rick.
He is a bull, Paul. You're right. He gets down to that baseline, and he's going up with the basketball.
You expect him to grow horns because this guy powers the meat inside. Here it is.
Watch him down. Gallegos gets the ball down to him at the baseline. Good. He uses his body to screen and gets down inside. Almost loses control of the ball. Now he goes up, and there it is. Easy foul. Brendan O'Connell all over his arm.
Makes the first. So they tried to score. The second one goes.
He's got nice touch for a big boy.
San Juan, number 12, Irakli Pachulia, replacing Max Gaduchik.
They take him out, and he scores. Gaduchik comes out, so maybe an advantage for Colfax there.
Oberg handling the ball, going to Mosier, and that's where they want the ball to be. And they're going to go out of bounds off of Mosier. They're saying no Spartan touched it. I think it's a good call.
Excellent defense coming back behind him. Kevin Daniels just slapping the ball away from Mosier.
Lincoln Gallegos is fouled out front. That'll be the 5th team foul. So no harm done. That's on number 22, Elliott Forsman.
Little ticky-tacky, Paul. I mean, they've been letting it go all 3 quarters. Now they're calling it tighter, so the players don't really know where the boundaries are.
It's kind of like a behind-the-plate umpire all of a sudden giving you the outside corner. Rainey dishes off now. Pachulia on the corner now. Nothing there. Rainey thinking it over. Jocko to the corner. Colfax with some tenacious defense takes a long, ugly one, and it goes. That's Pachulia again, and I don't think he wanted to take that shot, but managed to make the best out of it with a 3.
Always best to make that shot, though, when you're right in front of your own bench. So you
back at him is Olberg, and Olberg shows it. He's got something going on, too. Olberg says, you want to see me? There it is.
Nice answer by Olberg. Excellent job by Colfax.
Rainey, he wants to try it now, and that will be off of Olberg. It will stay in the Spartans' possession. And quick steal underneath the basket. Chase Mosier, he likes to take him all the way to the rim. Doesn't have to. Olberg will get it, and he'll get one. Austin Olberg cleaning up the mess. Chase Mosier coming down the court a little out of control, Rick. And Olberg, fortunately, was there to clean it up, getting 2 and 1. Goes down. 3-point play.
Watch this. Mosier steals the ball underneath. We don't see that, and then he brings it down. Looks like he's getting ready to pass, loses control of the ball. Nice job by Austin Olberg to be there. Get the shot, put it in for 2, and then make the extra point for 3 points.
How timely is that? 38-35, Colfax leads now. Rainey wants to shoot it. Nothing happening there. He was completely off balance.
First time Rainey shot the ball from the right side. Well, other shots have been from the left side, so he's a little out of position.
Interesting enough, you're right, Rick. So a drive now underneath. It's bouncing around the top of the rim, and Buell is going to get called for a push-off. I don't like that foul.
Well, O'Connell better be careful. He making some signs and words back to the referee, going to get stuck for a technical if he's not careful. That could be crucial at this time of the game.
Well, Ben Buell was warned underneath. That's his 3rd foul. 4 minutes left in the Kendall. Let's see who wants it, and another foul is going to be underneath the basket, this time on O'Connell. O'Connell getting called for
number 3.
That's the 3rd foul on O'Connell.
Pachulia, huh?
Pachulia.
An interesting touch. It doesn't look orthodox, but
you know, he's a junior. He's slightly built, but got a nice game. And there's the coach. This is Wolberg, always coaching, talking it up on one of his players. 1-point ball game. 4 minutes left. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Top of the key, there's Mosier. Trying to get it inside to Ben Buell, and this not happening there. He tried to force it right. Forsman.
Good defense by Gajdushek. He's right there in the right position, right where he's supposed to be.
Off the floor is Rainey. Oh, and they're going to get Mosier for a push. I got to say now that these officials are...
that's a tough call.
They're calling it a little tougher than they should be, I think. But that's just my opinion.
Well, Wollenberg was trying to get the timeout because he knew they were losing possession of the ball. Coach Wollenberg was. And pretty touchy call there on Mosier.
I agree. Off the floor comes Elliot Forsman. Back on the floor for the Spartans will be Brown. And from the free throw line, Pachulia is a one-man wrecking crew. 38-38 now. He's doing it by himself from the line. and scores another one.
He's perfect from the line tonight. He's hit 5 free throws.
1 point ball game. Wouldn't you know it? Where are we? We're at the Kendall Arnett. That's where we are. 3.5 minutes left in it. Olberg out to top of the key. He's driving all the way down and scores. That's O'Connell. Pachulia, thinking he was seeing a player and wasn't, throws it away.
Kevin Daniels had his back to the basketball, wasn't even looking at it, and Pachulia let it go. Could be a costly turnover by San Juan at this point.
Here's your fourth quarter numbers. Interesting.
Colfax responding, after only doing 7 points in the third quarter, now coming out strong here in the fourth, making up a gap. They were down by 3 and scoring 14 points here in the fourth quarter, and San Juan being held to 9. Still, Polijaco still only scoring 1 point, which is, I think if anybody would have put that number out there early, Paul, they would have said no way.
Couldn't agree with you more, Rick. There's our fouls right now. The guests, who is Colfax, has 8 fouls, so they are in the penalty. One more foul, however, and the Spartans will also be in the penalty. Olberg will handle the ball. Round to Olberg, looking underneath. There's Buell. That's the shot they want. Doesn't go down for Colfax.
Good position, good defense, good rebounding by Gajduchek.
Rainey will be met at the top of the floor by Olberg, and Rainey cuts underneath. He walks.
I'm not sure he did. He's so fast. He's got good footwork. That could have been an either way call, Paul. But you called it first.
Colfax is now setting up a play. 2:34 left. 1 point lead by the Falcons. Big possession right here. Buell up underneath, and they're going to wave it off, but they'll be before the shot. He will go to the line. Ryan O'Connell. Oh, here's that phantom walk here.
Let's look here. Good footwork by Rainey. He's fast. I don't see balls on the ground. 1, 2. Oh, there's a second step. I don't know. In the NBA, they call that going to the basket. In high school, they call that traveling.
Well, 2 free throws now, important free throws. Number 50, O'Connell. First one is no good in the one-on-one situation. He needs to make that first, so holding on to the 1 point lead, Colfax. Gajduchek wants to back his way in. Good defense. Manages to find his way in the hole. Colfax now down by 1. Buell. The Mosier, this is the shot.
Ooh, offense. Boy, it looked like Mosier just lowered his shoulder.
What's the call? Is Mosier going to get called for the foul?
No, he called block.
It's offensive. They're going to call it offensive. It's not going to. Mosier's at the line. He's saying they called the foul, and now the officials. It's offensive.
I thought so too.
Holy cow. One official calls it one way, the other one called it the other way, and that is a significant call here. Down by 1 point, your best free throw shooter on the line, and he's told he's got to go back the other way.
I saw Mosier lower his shoulder like a fullback going into the line for a first down, and that's an offensive foul.
Gajduchek with the ball. They want him to drive, and he is not going to bite on it. Mosier trying to make the steal, pressuring out front. And wisely, Eric Wolberg calls a timeout. 1:38 left here. This is going to go right down the. I smell overtime, Rick. I got to tell you, I smell overtime right now.
We got plenty of time. There's no reason to be in a hurry. Paul, what? Both referees. One guy calls it one way, then he goes. The other referee says, "I think I saw it your way." and then they turned it around. It looked like a blocking foul, and they turned it around to an offensive charging foul. San Juan gets control of the ball. Tough break by Colfax.
It was a tough break, and I suppose it could be called either way, but at this juncture of the game, you don't want to see fouls like that and an officiating crew make those kind of decisions. We've got 1:38 left here to decide the tournament. It's a 1-point game. I say let them play.
Well, Kevin McDowell and Dale Eckenberg have done a great job of keeping control of the game. They've let the kids play. They are maybe calling a little closer here now. What do you think for the last 1:38? You're down by 1 if you're Colfax trying to win your first Kendall Arnett.
Well, we got 16 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:38.
We can't leave San Juan out of it either. They're looking for their first win to the Kendall Arnett in 69 years. So
ball inbounded. Polishako will bring it up. Crowd's getting into it now. This is the biggest offensive possession of the game. And Mosier trying to steal, and he'll be called. No!
Shot clock violation. Colfax basketball.
Excellent. Looked like double dribbles, or maybe he touched it twice, and the referee was right on it.
Right on it, so big break by Colfax.
Nice defense by Mosier.
They're going to pick him up man-to-man here. Clock just over a minute. Mosier, he's going to be called. No, he's going to get the basket. Mosier that time drives the lane. The defender, which was number 13, Kevin Daniels, will be called for the foul. And his feet were moving, so Mosier will go to the line.
I love the tenacity. Mosier on defense, stopping it up, and then coming back on offense. Mosier has 14, going for the line, looking for 15.
He's a big-time player, and when you are in this situation looking for a championship, this is where you want the ball handled, right here. Chase Mosier. There's Coach O'Connell. Seems like he is always cool and collected. I'm sure he's anything but. Mosier at the line to make it a 2-point lead, and does. Welcome to the Kendall Arnett.
Wow. You said cool and collected. That looked like high blood pressure to me, that last shot, and we get a little shot of Coach O'Connell over there in the huddle telling his guys, hey, listen, we're up by 2. Just do your things, play defense. Don't let them get that free 3-point shot. So what do you think's going on in the San Juan Spartan huddle?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sure they're not talking about the after-game party yet. They are over there trying to figure out and drawing up a play, and if I was the coach, I'd be thinking about how I'm going to set screens out top for my best shooter, and that would be Rainey. Rainey, cold as ice, coming in. How many points does Rainey have? There are the trophies coming out. That's Mark Lee, the director of the Kendall Arnett, bringing out the trophies, which will be handed out directly after this game. 12 seconds, we'll find out who gets it.
Wow, how exciting, Paul. This is fun, as good as it gets. The crowd's into it. Great arena here for the Kendall Arnett. Whole audience.
Let's just watch and see as the Colfax Falcons try to close this out. They need to hold the ball now. 34-second clock. It hit the ref. Now they need to hold the ball. There's no need in taking a quick shot. Mosier knows it. Very disciplined. He's going to hold the ball. 44 seconds on the clock, 20 on the shot clock. There's a 20-second differential. I'm surprised the Spartans aren't going to come out and pressure him. They're not. 9 seconds now on the shot clock. Mosier waiting. There's where we hit. And he's up, and they score it. No, they're going to wave it off.
Wow, they call offense on Chase Mosier again.
They're going to say it was an offensive foul. Mosier made that shot driving the lane.
Taking in charge, Alondra
Wow.
Ray.
Tremendous athletic ability by Mosier, but he dropped that shoulder again and drove it into the defender. Referee right there.
Do you really think that defender had position and had 2 feet step? I don't think so. It's a moot point now. We're going to see Rainey carry the ball. Don't give this guy a three-pointer. He'll finish this game off. Out to the side. Looking inside. They're probably going to go to Rainey. He drives the bucket and scores on the baseline. Quickly, they're looking. 7 seconds. Mosier trying to get, no, they're going to take a timeout. Did I tell you I smelled an overtime?
We just traveled in from San Diego. We got to get home and get some rest, and you got this thing going to overtime, Paul. What a great basketball game. What a, you hate to see either team fall short.
I can't believe that Rainey found that with a quick first step. He got right around the defender, defending him, Austin Oberg. It was an Olay defense, and he just went right around him, right to the bucket. Fortunately, they didn't foul him. But they have 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is an eternity in basketball land.
They get
Let's
the ball
face it.
almost at half court, right? So they don't have to go the full length of 86 feet.
They'll
Colfax fans love it.
So you know that what's going to happen is Oberg is going to inbound the ball. And he will take it to Chase Mosier. Mosier will create.
Hey, let me tell you what I just saw happen. Let's see if this plays out. I saw Austin Oberg and Chase Mosier playing rock, paper,
I saw
scissors
that
to see who's going to take the shot. And I think Oberg won it, and he's going to take the shot.
Well, let's find out. They're going to press the floor. They're not going to let him have it quick and easy. Quickly, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, and it's up. Game! Game! That's it! Chase Mosier! He brings it home for Colfax! Their first ever championship here at the Kendall Arnett. Chase Mosier!
At the buzzer, have you ever seen? You saw something great last year.
Now let's just listen to it.
Wow.
Nothing needs to be said. The best player on the floor, and we've given him 2 Player of the Game awards prior to this. How can we not give him a third? Chase Mosier from way downtown puts the 3-point facial on the Juan Spartans to win the 69th annual Kendall Arnett.
Well, so much for the Kendall curse for the Colfax Falcons. It's over. What a shot by Chase Mosier. You said it to me earlier as we were getting prepared for the ball game, Paul. You said, watch this kid, number 11, Chase Mosier.
Here's
watch
the
this,
replay.
5 seconds left. Inbound. Oberg inbounds to Mosier, gets the ball across half court, waits, sets it up, takes a fake, shoots, and wonderful soft touch. And here's what I love about it for Mosier. All night long, a lot of his shots didn't go, even though he ended up with 18 points for the game. He had the confidence to get his position, wait, take the shot, buzzer, three-pointer, good. Wow.
These players have played together since they were in grammar school, 7th, 8th grade. They play all year long. They play winter ball, summer ball, and they play for just moments like this. And I got to tell you that Chase Mosier hitting a shot like this will carry him into his college career. I'm sure there will be one.
All right.
But you always remember moments like this.
How about a round of applause for
So now we'll listen to Mark Lee give out the award presentation. Let's just listen.
Before we hand out the hardware, let's hand out some hardware. The all-tournament selection. Representing the San Juan Spartans, he wears number 11, Alonzo Rainey.
Alonzo Rainey getting an all-tournament player award.
He rains some three-pointers. And also representing San Juan, the big man underneath number 30, Max Gaduce.
Correct. Also getting a player, Gaduce, deservedly.
And now representing the Colfax Falcons.
Correct, it's correct, Mosier.
All tournament selection. Wearing number 10, Austin Orberg.
Orberg getting a player of the game or player of the tournament award.
Tournament selection. Wearing number 32, Ben Buell.
And so will Buell.
And the most valuable player of the 69th annual Kendall Arnett tournament from Colfax. Wearing number 11, Chase.
And the most valuable player award. And our player of the game. Wow. It couldn't be more clear. Chase Mosier winning this championship for Colfax.
And now goes without saying a great tournament. How about a big round of applause for the runner-up of the 69th annual Kendall Arnett tournament, Tom Henderson and the San Juan Spartans.
Spartans getting a nice round of applause from this predominantly Colfax crowd.
69th Kendall.
A little lackluster in the receptance. So.
The Colfax Falcons.
And there it is. A picture speaks 1,000 words, and there's a proud bunch.
So after falling short in 1975, 1986, and in 1994, Colfax wins it sweetly here in 2010, Paul, for their first Kendall Arnett.
Support of the Kendall Arnett tournament. We hope to see it next year. Good luck to the teams in their regular season.
To the victors goes the spoils. What a great team effort by Colfax, and held the big score for San Juan, Polajaco, to 1 point. And had him in 3 or 4 fouls. So great job by the defensive work of Colfax.
This has been the Touchdown Production Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Good job, man.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel, and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint, we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown-proud IGA market.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
So here we are back at the Kendall, and we are fortunate enough to have with us the player of the game, the Touchdown Productions, Stookie Engravers player of the game, Chase Mosier. And Chase, this is the third time we've given you this award in 3 games. And let's talk about this game at the end here. What were you thinking when you inbounded the ball? Were you thinking of driving? Where was your head at when you took the ball for the final shot?
Well, first I was just going to think just maybe try to draw a foul, try to get 2,
So you look at Oberg's taking it into you. You got 5 seconds. And you're thinking to draw a foul?
Yeah, right now I'm thinking drive in, but then I got two guys right there, so I'm thinking I'm just going to try to draw this foul with the pump fake, but he didn't go for it. So I just pulled it up. He even tipped it a little bit, and I had to like double shoot it.
Did you think it was going down when you let it go?
Oh, I had to. It's just all the way going down.
You thought it was going down when you let it go?
I knew it was going down.
And look at the reaction here. I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, Chase, but this is the first time that Colfax has ever won this tournament.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. We looked it all up last night.
Oh, did you?
Every single game.
Well, Chase, go back to the middle of the game. You were a little frustrated. Your shots weren't dropping. You're obviously a dominant player. You're very smooth. You're good at the free throw line. Your shots weren't dropping. I could see a little frustration on your face. How did you pull it back together to come to a moment to take a winning shot with 5 seconds?
Coach just told me to just focus more, go soft off the glass. I was throwing too hard off the glass. I was just going too fast, it seemed like, and I just needed to slow down a little bit. We all needed to just kind of regroup, and then I knew my shot was going to start falling, so you just got to be patient.
Did you think this game was tougher than the game that you had against Del Oro?
Yeah, I think this was – you mean Del Campo?
I beg your pardon,
yeah.
Del Campo, yeah.
I think this was tougher because it's just like the third game, the last game, everybody's legs are dead. You got to and it's the final game, you got to come out with a win. It's just
right.
Yeah. Here's Chase. I want you to look at this too. Maybe you don't know this, but on defense, you played tenacious on defense. Couple steals down the run. You broke the fast break, gave your team a chance to break open the score, but then you hold Polashenko to 1 point for the entire ball game. Their big score.
Yeah, that was we had great defense all around. Ben Buell, Robert played great D. Everybody, it was a low-scoring game. We had to, if you got to know when our offense isn't going, we got to play good defense.
Hey, we're joined by Chase Mosier, not only the touchdown productions player of the game, but the Kendall Arnett tournament player of the game, the entire tournament. Congratulations to you. Great job. Give us a little insight. What's next? You're a senior, 6'3", 180. You obviously love basketball. What are you thinking next?
As right now, I got to start looking at some schools, maybe like some D3, or maybe go to community college and then see what I can do from there.
Okay, let me ask you the most important question. How are the grades?
Don't ask him that. How are your grades?
My grades were good, but his mom and dad asked me to ask him that because grades are probably more important than sometimes getting into some schools than the athletic ability, right?
They're all right, but they could be better.
Well, that's what we all say.
Yeah.
Hey,
the PVL season is here. Who do you see as being your strongest opponent this year in the PVL?
I'd have to say center or Foothill. They're going to be strong. And Lincoln's always good. And Placer and Bear are two rivals, so you never know.
Yeah, you really never know.
Yeah,
so get our scoring correct. Was that a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer?
I don't remember.
I thought you were outside the line. We'll have to look at that closely, but we're joined by Chase Mosier, the MVP of the Kendall Arnett tournament, the winning shot with 5 seconds left for the Colfax Falcons. Just a tremendous job. Your tenacity was something that was probably as impressive as your scoring ability because, again, that frustration can go either way. So good job, my friend.
Hey,
congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Best of luck to you. We'll be following you during the season. Chase Mosier, the MVP of the Kendall Arnett tournament, and the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game. Third one awarded by Marty Mortensen, Paul Brown, and the Touchdown Production team. Presented to you by Stuckey Engravers.
We'll have some final comments when we come back right after this break.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale. at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cabros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories.
And we're back here now, and you can see them milling around here. The game has been over for a few minutes here. The final score, Colfax Falcons 45 and the San Juan Spartans 43. That's your Kendall Arnett. Any last words here, Rick, before we close?
Excellent game by both teams, and a good job by Colfax to come out at the end and get their first Kendall Arnett championship trophy. And Paul, you and I know a little secret how Chase Mosier got the final shot. We'll have to hold that to ourselves and let our viewing audience ask us maybe online or call Touchdown Productions to find out how we know Chase Mosier was awarded the final shot.
Our next Calicast will be the PVL and the SFL basketball season, so you can stay tuned for that. That'll be right here on Touchdown Productions. And so with that said, let's thank everybody involved here for this great tournament. Executive producer, as always, tremendous job, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Remote coordinator, Sean Kashevsky. Titles and replay is Carly Loving. And of course, our announcers. Marty's not here, that would be me, and Rick Ellwood. Rick, thank you. You did a wonderful job tonight. Thank you very much for coming.
Great.
Filling in for Marty.
Thank you.
Camera operators, Laura Anderson, Sean Kashevsky, and Joseph Loving. Office manager, Linda Mingus. Remote facilities, Commander 2. Technical equipment, Grass Valley. Camera commander maintenance, Reeby's Auto Parts and Plaza Tire and Auto Service. And of course, player of the game award, Touchdown Productions and Stookie Engravers. Thank you, Stookie Engravers. The young men love that award very much. Touchdown Sportswear, DK and Stitches, what's your sign? Accounting is by Sierra Business Management, Don Gillis, and Cinto Graziano LLP. You've been watching Touchdown Productions. Give us a call if you like what you see. We're also on Facebook. So, this has been your NorCal Game of the Week and the Kendall Arnett Championship game. Good night, everybody.